If you're looking for using a WordPress alternative this year, I've got good news for you because I want to share with you about 9 alternatives to WordPress that can really help you big time. And I'm speaking here about free and open source platforms. Okay, so here are the alternatives I want you to really pay attention to. First of all, I want you to really think about Drupal. Okay, and Drupal is actually probably the most powerful CMS platform, and many developers actually will find the best alternative to WordPress in Drupal. And the thing is that what I love about Drupal and what a lot of experts love about Drupal is that it is used by diverse brands, agencies, news outlets, and institutions that can really afford an in-house team of developers. So the thing is that when you think about Drupal, you are talking about like you open source, of course. So you need to have a team of developers, or you got to have the knowledge yourself. Okay, and I'm showing you on the screen here a Drupal website example. So you can see it's really fantastic. Okay, this is actually the Arsenal FC, football club, and, the British club website's features. They really take advantage of standard out of the box Drupal 8 modules. So example, you are speaking about blocks, view, or module, okay, to increase customer engagement, to increase viewer engagement, to increase visitor engagement, okay. That's really fantastic. So Drupal is designed for developers with advanced knowledge of HTML, CSS, and PHP. Even though it has fewer themes and modules than WordPress, it's still highly customizable and flexible. So, due to its technical configuration options, it really will take time to complete a project. So that's why I'm saying you need to have knowledge. You need to have some knowledge. Okay, so that's kind of cool. And so the platform is free to use. Okay, you do need to think about domain and hosting cost though. Okay, you have to think about developing team salary. Number two, you have Joomla. So if you're thinking about a WordPress alternative, think about Joomla this year. Joomla is another open source platform CMS and a free WordPress alternative. It's kind of similar to WordPress in terms of ease of use, and it's also as configurable as Drupal. Okay, that's why Joomla and Drupal make great WordPress alternatives for news sites, university and government websites, and corporations. So I'm showing you on the screen here a Joomla website example. So this is IKEA. So this is the IKEA's website, okay, to see a full range of Joomla capabilities. And on that site, they use several Joomla extensions to make them accessible, responsive, and multilingual. I'm speaking about the capabilities. And then you have the Harvard University sort of website, fantastic too, very user friendly. That's really great. So Joomla has been around nearly as long as WordPress. It still remains one of the most popular content management system around the world. So that's really cool. If you're looking for a WordPress alternative this year, I want you to think about Adobe Commerce. I mean, now it used to be called Magento Open Source. Now it's Adobe Commerce. And so Magento Open Source is a self-hosted, highly configurable platform, which actually makes it a serious WordPress competitor. Go for it if you have outgrown the WooCommerce plugin and need an advanced e-commerce website to manage thousands of SKUs and a large volume of visitors. So Adobe Commerce is really for like enterprise client, if you will. Okay, so let me show you an Adobe Commerce website example. So look at the Range Rover. Here, the Range Rover website, you have a site that displays multiple stocks, clothing, accessories, travel, and you are able to easily navigate actually within the categories. Okay, so everything from layout to carousel pictures actually is pretty great, and is actually available within Adobe Commerce, so that Range Rover can actually define and boost the company's brand voice. Fantastic. Okay, and Adobe Commerce software is free, but you have to pay for hosting and Adobe Commerce extensions. It can get pricey because it needs a lot of server space to run smoothly. So that's just something to really think about. Okay, and you need at least intermediate web development skills to design your store yourself. Okay, and it can take time to get used to all Adobe Commerce out of the box features and extensions. And the thing is, Adobe Commerce powerful dashboard lets you manage multiple stores, use several worldwide shipping providers, and make transactions in multiple countries, languages, currencies. That's really cool. I mean, I just want you to really picture the size, the sheer size of the capabilities that are coming within Adobe Commerce. It will easily scale to support large e-commerce stores. So some Adobe Commerce extensions offer functionalities that can be achieved through a settings configuration. So if you like, let's say, if you like experience and you you don't want to download unnecessary apps, you can actually have a workaround. Actually, okay. So fantastic app. Okay, it is more versatile and secure than WordPress and can support your growth over time. It is scalable. If you're looking for a WordPress alternative this year, I want you to think about Wix. Okay, Wix is really good. It's an ideal WordPress alternative for bloggers, personal projects, let's say portfolios, for instance, as well as creative agencies. So you want to go for it. If adding video backgrounds, scroll effects, and animations to your pages are on top of your list, okay? So that's kind of cool. And so if you are a Wix user, you got to be all about the drag and drop editor and more than 500 to 1,000 ready design templates that lets you quickly build a website. I mean, you don't need to have a coding knowledge to actually use a Wix at all, okay? And the cool thing is you also get access to a setup wizard, a unique artificial design intelligence called Wix ADI. So artificial design intelligence, okay? And by the way, the ADI thing, I mean, Wix is not the only one who has it, okay? GoDaddy also has it, but that's beside the point. Wix also lets you skip templates and use HTML and CSS to design your page from scratch. And if you ever get stuck, you can get actually a dedicated customer support team to help you along the way. So that's kind of cool. You have this sort of flexibility, okay? Now, Wix is a good WordPress alternative because this here you have an excellent all-in-one site builder with free, reliable web hosting, domain, and SSL security protocols. You have a tool that's very easy to use for beginners and first-time website owners. And you have SEO tools that include Wix SEO Wiz, a step-by-step guide to help you improve your site visibility. So that's really fantastic, okay? So the only thing you have to really think about is that with Wix, you have limited control of your site, and it is more expensive than WordPress in the long run because of all the functionalities and all the templates too. Okay, so you don't have a free plan. Like you do have a limited free plan available. Okay, so if you're not familiar with website builders, you can actually it's just better to first ask me in the comments section, and I'll certainly explain to you what to expect if you were to go with Wix this year. If you're looking for a WordPress alternative, think about Shopify. I mean, Shopify is not only known for e-commerce; they do I mean, they do other stuff too. Okay, Shopify isn't an obvious WordPress competitor unless you want to start an e-commerce business online. Okay, but the platform will suit small business owners and large retailers who don't have much technical know-how. So if you don't have an online store, you have, let's say, a brick and mortar store, and you just want to have an online presence, or you just want to really receive payments also in your store, you can use Shopify POS because the Shopify platform will integrate pretty well with the POS with the point of sale tool. Okay, so that's really fantastic. So Shopify is really an adaptable website builder. For example, basically, you can create a website actually without having a degree in web design, and so that's kind of cool. The setup and management of an entire store on the Shopify platform is fairly easy. All you need to do is to set up an account and choose one of the 80 to 100 e-commerce themes to build the posts and pages. Okay, and the cool thing is that Shopify lets you drag and drop different website elements to actually customize your page. So you do have some kind of autonomy. So unlike the WooCommerce plugin, you don't have to worry about security features, manual backups to your website, because Shopify makes sure payments are safe and the software is up to date. Of course, you have to pay them every single month anyway. Okay. So Shopify has a first-party point-of-sale module to let you integrate Shopify tools with your storefront. That's what I just spoke to you about. There are also plenty of third-party apps for Shopify that you can really use to extend your shop's functionality and improve user experience. So if you care about user experience, the UX and UI for your store, think about Shopify. Okay. So with Shopify, you have a hosted e-commerce platform with everything you need under one roof to save you time on backups and maintenance, especially if you are dealing with a lot of SKUs, a lot of products, and you want to have a peace of mind. Think about Shopify. I want you to think about Squarespace. If you're looking for a WordPress alternative, I want you to think about Squarespace this year. And Squarespace is one of the best WordPress alternatives for rookies, for beginners, okay? Here you have a drag and drop website builder similar to Wix, but it has a few unique features that would appeal to you if you are a local business owner or you are even a beginner blogger, okay? So that's kind of cool. So basically, Squarespace has about 100 to 150 templates optimized for mobile and user-friendly customization options to build your business website quickly. So in comparison to WordPress, Squarespace is much simpler to use. Let me give you an example. With Squarespace, you have essential SEO tools and little flexibility in terms of web design. So you have more flexibility. It also has a built-in scheduling feature that lets you have your site visitors see your available slots and book appointment. So other features include a podcast streaming, newsletter sign-up templates, and social media sharing options. And even better, you can also add a quiz to Squarespace to capture leads and segment them based on their answers. So that's really fantastic. So if you were to think about if you think about WordPress versus Squarespace advantages, with Squarespace there is no coding needed. Okay, thanks to the why say why what you see is what you get editor with pre-built sections to visualize the results immediately. You have a powerful fully hosted solution with domain name registration, hosting, and support, and you have the award-winning Squarespace set of templates that are there to create portfolios, online stores, blogs, event planning, restaurants, and actually and more. Okay. On the flip side, with Squarespace, you have limited plugins or additional modules to extend Squarespace's functionality. It is actually difficult to build a complex website because Squarespace only support a single sub-level less of menu options. If you're looking for a WordPress alternative this year, I want you to think about Ghost. I mean, I love the name anyway. It is really fantastic. So if you're looking for a blogging platform, you can choose Ghost instead of WordPress. And Ghost is actually a free WordPress alternative designed to simplify online publishing for individual bloggers and online publications. Okay. And so that's kind of cool. I want you to see right now a Ghost website example. So from the browser, so the browser newsletter. And so the browser actually here on the website, they're trying to monetize the content of the blog. Okay. So this is kind of cool. So Ghost is actually Node.js supported and open source. You can build a blog. You can actually build a blog website similar to WordPress, but you won't be hindered by its excessive web development features. And Ghost is actually a tailor-made for new media creators to publish and share their content. It comes with tools to build a website, send newsletters, and offer paid subscriptions to a member. So that's kind of cool because it gives you a lot more flexibility. So Ghost is a great WordPress alternative for a blog because you have specialized solutions that provides a straightforward blogging experience. You have user-friendly interface with all the necessary publishing tools, and you have quick media files uploading. So that's kind of cool. And on the negative side, the downsides, I mean, Ghost focuses only on content creation and editing, nothing else. So if you want to do something else with Ghost, you can't do it. And not all web hosts will allow you to run it. Okay, so that's something to think about. And there is a free version available. The fully hosted version is available also with 4 plugins, varied number of staff users and features. And also, one thing I want to say is that the monthly subscription fee is calculated based on users signed up for your site. So something to really think about. If you're looking for a WordPress alternative this year, I want you to think about Weebly. Okay, Weebly is another hosted solutions on our WordPress alternatives list. It takes care of all technical aspects of housing your sites. You can build a fully functional website in a day or two without any coding skills. I want to insist on that because you don't have to have a PhD in coding to actually use Weebly. So Weebly lets you tell a story by adding dynamic visual element to your blog. You can add lead capture forms, image slideshows. You can embed clips and even customize fonts. Okay, even a beginner can create beautifully customized portfolios and online stores with Weebly's templates and drag and drop editor, just like with Wix. Okay, but this website building tool is better suited for sites with more content than Wix. That's because when you think about it, um, Weebly allows for deeper, in other words, unlimited sub-level navigation and unlimited storage. All Weebly templates are designed to work on mobile devices. That means what? It means that you don't have to really rearrange elements on the page once you finish designing the desktop version. So that's kind of cool. So because you retain flexibility here, the power, okay, to change things the way you want it. And Weebly can prove very powerful if your website has dozens of pages. Okay, so that's something to really to remember. The only thing is that with Weebly, I mean, you will be disappointed in terms of backups because you have poor backups. You can download the whole site into a zip file, but it cannot be uploaded back into the Weebly site or any other service provider. And also, it's not available in all countries. So the exact list is secret, but users frequently mention Russia, Ukraine, Turkey, certain regions in the Middle East, West and Central Africa. So you do have a lot of restrictions that they don't want to publish. Okay, and one thing I want to say also is that with Weebly, all templates are mobile optimized. Okay, out of the box. So you are really you getting something very nice. If you're looking for a WordPress alternative, I want you to think about Medium this year. And that's the last one, okay? So, Medium is definitely not one of the traditional WordPress alternatives, but it will appeal to bloggers and writers who want to promote their stories and post among the existing Medium user base, okay? And so, Medium is more of a publishing platform than a website building tool. It can really compete with WordPress sites in terms of blogging and building a social network, okay, around your content. So there is no software to download and no drag and drop builder. Instead, the cool thing is you can publish your articles on medium.com. It has a high domain authority and nearly 100 million monthly active users. And readers can follow you and bookmark, share, or comments on articles. You can check actually basic content performance metrics without leaving Medium. And the cool thing is you have standard presentation too. So every blog post has a similar layout, a cover photo, a profile photo, a brief bio, and a list of posts. Okay, but there are no themes or many visual elements to build your personal brand identity. You will only get personalized URLs such as medium.com username for free and a custom domain if you are a Medium member. So that's kind of cool. So it is cheaper and easier to use than WordPress.org and even WordPress.com. It's easier to promote content which beginner authors will appreciate, and you have a quick start possibility and no coding skills needed. So overall, let me give you the overview here. If you think about the best WordPress alternative, those are the top 9 that I just shared with you. Just remember that it's all about what you want to achieve, okay? And so you can hardly find any free alternatives to WordPress. Even if you decide to use open source software, you'll have to stomach some costs like hosting services. So if you don't need if you don't need a complex website with unique functionality, the WordPress site will be overkill. Okay, so there are plenty of hosted e-commerce solutions available on the market that lets you actually set up an online store without any coding skills. Okay, so you have a lot of flexibility, especially when it comes to when it comes to your own sanity, if you will. Okay, so as a blogger, as an e-commerce entrepreneur, as a as a project manager on the side, you can really explore a lot of alternatives to WordPress with with functionality similar to WordPress, of course, but requiring less hassle to manage. So that's kind of cool. In conclusion to this conversation, I spoke to you about WordPress alternatives. I give you those alternatives. So Drupal, Joomla, Adobe Commerce, Wix, Shopify, Squarespace, Ghost, Weebly, and Medium. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.